Hey everybody, today is January 30th, 2015, and today I'm going to do a 2-video series on Windows 10 technical preview. The first video is going to be of build 9879. The second video is going to be of build 9926. The reason I'm doing 2 different videos is because of these 2 builds of Windows 10 technical preview are quite different, and what I'm going to do is we'll go over the first build in this video, and in the second video I'll go over the newer build and I'll focus on some changes and reflect back on this build to show you the differences. So anyways, I'm sure you probably get the idea. So anyways, let's go and get started. This is Windows 10 technical preview build 9879. A lot of people refer to this build as practically this Windows 8.1 with a fancied up start menu and a couple of other changes in it. Yeah, you can sort of say that. This is actually a clean install of the operating system, and if you notice this start menu, now of course this is a huge improvement over Windows 8 and 8.1 because those did not have a start menu at all. They had the start screen. But basically, this start menu looks sort of like Windows 7 does. You have your list of programs on the left, but on the right they filled this area with tiles. Whereas in Windows 7 they had things like your user folder, your documents, music, pictures, videos, computer, control panel, devices and printers, help and support, things like that were over here. But now in this build they put the tiles over here and had the programs over here. And of course you had Start Search. Now keep in mind this is a feature that's been out since Vista, and they still have Start Search in this start menu. So if I want to look up something like, I want to find Paint, which is right there on the screen, but I want to search for it. Let's just search for it. So I can search and there it is. Now of course this is in a Windows, this is actually in a virtual machine, so performance is hit or miss. And the funny thing you'll notice is I'm actually running the newer build on a Toshiba laptop because it does not run very well inside of a virtual machine. Anyways, within this start menu you can search for items like files or programs and things like that, or as they call them, apps, which I think apps are better known for the little applications that are on your smartphone. But anyways, if you go to all apps, this looks very similar to Windows 7. And of course they crammed all the modern apps in here as well. And then you also have your actual programs. So let's go install a program. Let's say Google Chrome, for example. Let's go install Google Chrome. And one thing I don't really like is how they took away this right hand side of the start menu and used it for tiles. I mean, I can't say there's anything wrong with the tiles. I just kind of prefer the way Windows 7 had it. But anyways, they did move those features. Like if you hover over File Explorer, they're now located in this area. And you can pin other things in here as well. Which, although this start menu is a bit different from the Windows 7 one, I still find it very useful. And one of the things I don't like about it, other than the tiles, which is just me, everybody has their own opinion, this start menu does not keep track of your common programs. Whereas in Windows 7 it would actually pile them up in a list here. This here does not change. It does not change at all unless you change it on your own manually. But anyways, okay, let's go ahead and go to let's go and install Google Chrome. I'm not actually going online. I'm doing this. Going to go ahead and fetch a file off my computer. And here we go. Chrome setup. Now while that's installing, let's take a look at some other things. If you look at here at the PC settings menu, is practically the same as I think Windows 8.1. Yeah, this stuff hasn't really changed a whole lot, but they did start working on the taskbar by adding in the task view where you can have multiple desktops. So here's a brand new desktop. Let's open up, let's say Windows Store. Okay, there's the store on this desktop. And if I want to go look at the other desktop, Chrome is finished installing. And as you saw, the sound doesn't sound that great either because I'm on a virtual machine. Okay, let's go back to this desktop. You see, it's not, I mean, I'm not used to using this feature just yet. I'm used to this having multiple displays on my system. We'll close that out. Close this desktop and go back to this one. Anyways, there's Google Chrome. I'm going to set it up. Anyways, that's installing a simple program. Now let's go and look in the start menu. Come on. There we go. As you see, it doesn't change anything here. I could go to Chrome over and over and over again and things would not change. And I see a bug right away. ZPC settings. Anyways, there's Google Chrome. Not sure why it says empty. But anyways, this is the start menu in build 9879. You know, notice a lot of the apps are the same. Like, let's see, you know, a lot of these modern UI apps haven't really changed a whole lot, to my understanding, in the first few builds of Windows 10. They have made changes to them later on, though. And I'm not going to cover this version of the build very heavily because it is a dated build already. Also, another thing they have is notifications over here. That's another thing that's changed. And some other things they have changed are the visual effects. Sort of like, I mean, it's not necessarily the same as Windows Vista or 7, but they have made some changes. They really made some changes in the later build. Here's search, which right now, in this build, you just click a button and you can do searches for like whatever. Which this is both on Windows and on the web. I never really mess with this feature a whole lot. And look at this, it simply takes you into Internet Explorer. It will practically Internet Explorer. Just takes you to Bing. Looks like it's just open in Internet Explorer. Anyways, that's that. This is like Windows 7 or Windows 8. It's another thing that got changed. And also, Microsoft OneDrive is more integrated into this version of Windows. It's right there and basically running. Now, it's not signed in because I didn't sign this computer with a Microsoft account. I still prefer local accounts on my computers. And that's funny, I do actually have a Microsoft account, but I just don't care to use it. But anyways, this is a look at this start menu, and one thing I like about Windows 10 so far is what they have done. One thing I really complained about in Windows 8 and 8.1 was in the start screen, everything was practically expanded. All the folders were expanded and opened, and it just made a huge mess. But as you can see, folders are collapsible and openable. If that was even a word. Now, before we wrap up this look, look at this build, let's look at some features in the properties. Obviously, the Start Menu tab has been returned to the taskbar in Start Menu Properties. Let's go to Start Menu, and here you can choose to use the Start Menu versus the Start Screen. Let's uncheck that. Let's see what Start Screen we have. Say OK, and it's going to ask me to sign out and change settings. That's a common bug in this version of the preview. Let's see what happens here. Let's log in. I don't have a password on this. Okay, it takes you to the desktop. It's practically, yes, it's just the Windows 8 start screen. And this even got changed in the later builds of Windows 10. And you see it's kind of bare. Like a clean install of Windows 8 or 8.1 would have more than this in here. And it's practically Windows 8.1 Update 1. You know, you got your power button up here. Your name here, which you can change your picture, lock, or sign out by there. And you have search there, which in every version of Windows 8, if you start typing, it would start searching. You didn't have to click anything. And the taskbar is always there. This is what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Notice how, let's see. Yeah, you see how everything is expanded and opened in the start screen? That's one thing they really improved on. And obviously there's your right click options, which they put a crap load of stuff in there. Let's go to properties for the start menu. We're going to use the start menu instead, so let's go back and you'll see the difference again. And look, obviously you can also tell this is a preview build. It's showing a battery indicator. This is a desktop, it's not even a laptop. Again, no password. They fixed this in Windows in the later build. I can't memorize the build off the top of my head. Now anyways, if you're running this build still in your virtual machine or on your computer, I believe you actually have to go online and download the newer build from Microsoft and do a clean install or at least an upgrade. Because I've tried doing the PC settings, going down to update and recovery, in preview builds. Let's see, yep, there it is. See, no new preview build was found. So obviously, this feature here is practically done for build 9879. If you want to get the newer one, you'll need to actually download the ISO from Microsoft and install it on your machine. Let's see. I know it was a brief coverage. There's also some new features they've added. Cascade windows, show windows stacked, show windows side by side. Now, obviously, I don't personally have a Windows 8 computer. Every instance of using Windows 8, or at least in videos, was in virtual machines. Yes, I have worked with Windows 8 many times on computers, but I never personally had a machine with Windows 8. So I may miss a couple of things here, but anyways. That's the older build of Windows 10. The build 9879. And the next video will cover Windows 10 build 9926. So anyways, had any questions or comments? Feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.